Hi guys, you're welcome to today's tutorial, which is on the making of this very beautiful, simple Bubu short dress with gathers at the bottom and Ashoke. That over there is the style inspiration, and this is my recreation. I believe this is something you would love to watch. Now let's get right into cutting proper. On my cutting table, these are the materials I'm going to be working with. This is 100% Ankara fabric, and this is my Ashoke. This is exactly what I want to use for this fabric actually. And then I have my cotton scissors, I have my chalk, and of course my tape measure. So first things first, you have to determine the length of your dress, which I already have. And I think about I'm making use of about 2 inches right here, and it's on a fold of 4, as you can see, because I'm going to be cutting for both the front and the back at the same time. Okay, and this is just from the top of the nape of my shoulder to where I want the first part of this dress to be. So in all, the wideness of this is about 18.5 inches. I want this to be about 20 inches, so I'll be making up the remaining part with my ashoke, okay, for my sleeve area. So drawn out my start line, and then the first mark I'm going to be making is my neck wideness, which is 3 inches. You can decide to use 2.5, and then for the neck depth for the back, I'm making use of 1.5. And then for the neck depth, just ignore this part, okay? The neck depth for the front, I'm making use of 9 inches. So just determine whatever measurement works fine for you. And then after that, I'm just going to use my free hand to connect the curve for my back neckline. And then from the center front, center back here, I'm going to be taking half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. And then from there, I'm going to, like I said, I'm just going to make use of everything here, which is about 18.5 inches, 18 inches, half inches to attach my ashoke to the Ankara fabric. And then I'm coming down 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope, and I'm going to be connecting this now to my neck width measurement of 3 inches. So now from this point here, recollect that I came down by 9 inches, right? So from this point, this 9-inch mark, I'm going to be going in by 2 inches, and this is how wide I want the ashoke to be. So I'll be connecting it up to the neck width of 3 inches. Now I'm going to be working on my sleeve area. I'm going to be taking my sleeve opening of 10 inches, and then I'll from the top there I'll measure what I have, which is 11.5 inches. I'm going to be marking it on this side so that I can extend the line, and then this will serve as my chest line. Now on whatever it is that I have, the total of what I have at the top here, I'm just going to minus 1 from it on my chest line, and that's because I want my sleeve to be slanted a bit, and then I'm just going to connect this. So I'm going to be taking from the top there to my waist, which is 18 inches. And then I'm also going to extend this line. And then from the 18 inches, I'm going to be coming down by from my waist to my hip, which is 9 inches. Now the top part of this skirt is going to be stopping at exactly my hip point, which is from the nape of my shoulder to my hip line, which is about 26 inches. I'm going to be adding half an inch for stitching the bottom part later on. So I just highlighted this with a bolder chalk. Now at this bottom mark here, which is the hip line, I'm taking a quarter of my hip measurement, which is 10 inches. And because this has kind of like an A-line effect at the bottom, I'm going to be coming out by 2 inches, so an ease of 2 inches, and then 1 inch for my stitching allowance. At my waistline, I'm taking a quarter of my waist measurement, which is 7.5. I'm adding 2 inches for ease and 1 inch for stitching allowance. Now on my chest line, I'm going to be taking a quarter of my chest measurement, which is 9 inches. I will take 1.5 inches for ease and 1 inch for stitching allowance as well. And then I will just connect these lines out. At this point, I'm going up by 1 inch and then creating a curve so that it blends and is not too pointy. Now at this point where I came in by 2 inches, I'm now going to be highlighting 2 inches all the way to the bottom of this dress. And this is where the Ashoke piece is going to sit. I'll extend this line, yes. And then I can now proceed to cutting this out. Don't forget, I'm adding my stitching allowance of 1/2 inch that I'll be making use of to attach to the gathered part of this dress. And I'm cutting out my back neckline first of all. Please don't make the mistake of cutting out your front neckline. I'm going to take out a piece under it which will serve as my back piece. Okay, but then before that, because I'm going to be attaching pockets to this, I didn't have enough fabric to do a cut together pocket. So from my waistline, I'm just going to come down by about 1 inch or 1.5 inches, and I'm going to make a notch, and this is where I'm going to be attaching my pockets at the end of the day. So I'm pulling out one piece which will serve as my back piece, and then the other piece I'll just readjust it, and we'll continue working on this for our front fabric. So now I can proceed to cutting out this part. I'm indicating that 9 inch mark where I came down. I'm also going to be making a notch. It's very important because we'll be making use of this later on. Then after this, I'll just get my back piece and then place the right pieces on it, right sides facing each other, and I'll be stitching them using 1/2 inch at the shoulder line. So right sides facing each other like I said, and I'll use 1/2 inch stitch at the shoulder line on both sides. Now after stitching, this is what I have. The next thing to do is to take the measurement of what you have from the bottom here all the way to the neckline at the back and all the way to the front on this other side, and whatever you have, just cut that out on your Ashoke piece and add a few inches for allowance just in case. So this is what I have here, and this Ashoke piece actually changed my mind. I wanted to use that, but I'm making use of this instead. So this Ashoke is on fold, and it's the length of the measurements that I am working with. Okay, so from the center back here, make sure you knot your center back. From the center back, just measure all the way around to the front where you have that notch. So for me, that notch is 9 inches, and I have a total of 13 inches, right? So I'll just get my Ashoke piece, which is on fold, and then from the top of the Ashoke, I'm going to be coming down by 13 inches. So from the top here, I'm just going to come down by 13 inches, and I'm going to make a mark. So what I'm going to do is I'll just take this to the sewing machine, right? And from this 13 inches mark from the center, I'll run a straight stitch all the way to the bottom of the Ashoke. If you want to make it easier, just have this pressed down so that you have a crease line that you can work with. And then after stitching, this is what we have. As you can see, it's stitched. I will just open it up this way. Please don't forget to give yours a very good press just in case so that everything lays out flat. This is the side that's going to go over your head. Make sure that this is able to accommodate round your head, if not adjust it. And then I've also notched it at the center because I'll be aligning this to the center of my main fabric. So I'll just get my fabric right now. This is the back piece. So make sure your Ankara fabric, the right side of your Ankara fabric is facing you, and then match it with the Ashoke piece this way, and I'll just pin this. So I'll just proceed to pinning this. I'm just pinning round the Ashoke to my Ankara fabric all the way. After pinning, this is what it looks like. I'll now take this to the sewing machine and run a stitch from this side all the way around it where my pins are. And then I'll give this a good press and probably top stitch if I want to on the Ashoke or on the Ankara fabric. And then I'll make use, I've already cut out my Ankara strips for my sleeve, which will be making up the sleeve length. So I'll take it to the sewing machine. I'll stitch using 1/2 inch this way, give it an iron and open it up. So I'll do that for both sides. And then working on the pockets, recollect that I already made a notch. I've already cut out my pockets. I'm just indicating the right side and the wrong side of this fabric. So I'm just going to place my pocket now on exactly that notch part, and I will stitch using half of an inch on all sides of my fabric. After stitching, this is what it looks like. Now I've gone ahead to cut out a belt. I did that behind the camera. Okay, so the length of this is totally dependent on you. The length of my belt is, but before that I'll just come up by about 1.5 inches or 1 inch, or you can attach it an inch above your waistline. Okay, you can attach your belt an inch above your waistline so that it gives a snatcher effect. So that's where I'm going to be attaching my belt. And you want to make sure that when you're sewing your side seam, your belts remain inside the right side of your main fabric and not outside, so that you don't end up loosening it up and then reattaching it again. So I'm just going up the same 1 inch from above where I had my pocket stitched, and then I will hold my belt down here, making use of a pin, just like I did to the other side. Now I'm done doing that. I'm just going to open up the sides of my pockets and then fold over the back piece over the front piece this way, and take to the sewing machine and close up the side seam using my stitching allowance that I left. I'll do that for this side, and then I'll do that for this side as well. Now after stitching, this is what it looks like. I've closed up the side seam. I'm going to be giving this a good press later on. This is what the belt area looks like. So I closed up that side of the side seam, but then on this side, I left about 1.25 inch just in case. So from here is where I'm going to be attaching my gather. So now measure with the circumference of what you have at the bottom here. I multiply that by 2 or 2.5, depending on how full you want your gathers to be. And this is the length of the fabric I have. So the length of this is 13 inches. I actually need 12 inches to make up the full length of this dress. The 1 inch is for stitching allowance and hemming allowance. Now I'm just going to place them right sides facing each other this way. Okay, and then from this side here, I'm going to run a straight stitch of about 1.5 inches, and then after that I will start to gather it round the fabric. And then before I get to the end of this part as well, I will stop and make a straight stitch of 1.5 inches as well, and then I'll close off the side seam at that point. I will hem the bottom and then make the necessary adjustments, such as weaving the insides, giving this a very good press, and then notching the sides, and we'll see what it looks like. And this is the final outcome, guys. I hope you found this tutorial very useful. As you can see, it was super easy and very beginner friendly. If you found this tutorial useful, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, because it will help the algorithm push my videos to more viewers. Till my next video, do have an amazing one. Bye.